Welcome back. My name is Aleda and I'm with A Tale of Two Readers. Today we're going to talk about Amish fiction. There's a lot of Amish fiction out. It was a smaller genre, say about 20 years ago, but now it's really blossomed into its own subgenre, and within that genre there's a lot of different types of Amish fiction being written out there. The original author of these types of books is Beverly Lewis, and she's the one who kind of started the trend with her first book called The Shunning, which turned out to be a trilogy. And it circles around a young Amish girl named Katie Lapp who finds out that her background is not Amish. It's what the Amish call Englisher, which means everything other than Amish. She decides to find out who her biological parents are and what happened on the night that she was born. Because of this decision, the elders in her Amish community in Hickory Hollow, which is right here in Lancaster County, decide to shun her. And for those of you who don't know, the Amish community will shun one of its members if they do something that is sinful in their eyes or is inappropriate to their standards of living. So when you get shunned, no one is allowed to speak to you, not even your family, even if you're living with them. So they're not allowed to talk to you, they're not allowed to see you. You can't have any contact with them. So the shunning is a great way to start if you're interested in dramatic, traditional Amish fiction. Like I said, Beverly Lewis was really the one who started it all. Now there are all different kinds of Amish fiction and subgenres. You can get Christian Amish books. You can find romance books that are centered around the Amish community, and you can find mystery books. Also, some good cookbooks that have a little story or a short story and then a recipe of some kind of Amish treat or dish. You should really start with Beverly Lewis, and her first one is The Shunning. Her first series is The Shunning. You can find out what happens to Katie Lapp. I really enjoy Beverly Lewis because although she is religious herself, she was Amish. She left the Amish church, and I believe she's still a practicing Christian, but I think she may be a Mennonite now. And what I like about her is that she doesn't disparage the Amish, but she does bring up topics that are worrisome within the community. And she's also not preachy, even if she is herself a Christian. There's no pushing the Christian agenda in these books. The next series of books are the Kate Burkholder series by Linda Castillo. Now, Linda Castillo kind of has the opposite view on the Amish. It's not so much that she doesn't like the Amish, but she really points out these glaring problems that they have within their community, and how this silence and this separation from the rest of the world can really lead to some problems with justice and the interference of the local law, for example. So in her series, the first one is Sworn to Silence, and it's about a woman named Kate Burkholder, and she is an Amish girl who is raped and almost murdered by a serial killer in Ohio, where she is from. And years later, it cuts to Kate as someone who has separated herself from the church, and she's no longer Amish. She's living as an Englisher, and she is the chief of police. So these books are a lot of fun. She's got a smart mouth, and she's a big talker. So Kate Burkholder is no longer the quiet, shrinking violet that the Amish girls are taught to be. She's now this kind of foul-mouthed chief of police. And Linda Castillo, like I said, she really points out the problems through Kate. She's able to convey the negative things, but she's able to convey their humanity. You know, they're not this group of people that are quaint and agricultural and quiet and don't like having their picture taken. It's not what you see in a movie like The Witness with Harrison Ford and Kelly McGillis. It's a great movie. It's a great movie, but they're not that quaint. The last book we'll be talking about today is a book by Jodi Picoult, and it's called The Plain Truth. This is something that I saw taken off the shelves at the library, and I thought, I'd never read anyone. If you don't know Jodi Picoult, she was very, very popular about 16, 17 years ago. And a couple of her books were made into movies, and they're always kind of these weird situations. She has an interesting take on different dynamics, social dynamics. So I'm looking forward to reading The Plain Truth. It's been on my TBR for a while. But it looks like it's some kind of a mystery. I'll just read a couple lines of the blurb here. The discovery of a dead infant in an Amish barn shakes Lancaster County to its core, but the police investigation leads to a more shocking disclosure. Circumstantial evidence suggests that 18-year-old Katie Fisher, an unmarried Amish woman believed to be the newborn's mother, took the child's life. So this will be interesting to read, and I just realized that in all three of my the books that I talked about today, the main character is called Kate. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. Please stay home. If you need to go out for whatever reason, please protect yourselves and protect others, and we'll get through this. Eventually, Gabby and I will be able to make a video together again, and but we will keep you entertained in the meantime. Please tell me below if you have ever read any Amish fiction. All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.